The United States has recently developed a new type of suicide drone, which can potentially be a significant threat to Russia's military capabilities. These drones, also known as loitering munitions or kamikaze drones, can perform very evasive tasks, which we will tell you all about in this video. Welcome back to Military Knowledge, where today we'll notify you all about the new threat Russia faces. Why suicide drones? The essential advantage of these drones is their ability to linger in the air for extended periods of time, allowing them to conduct surveillance and gather intelligence on potential targets. They can also take out high-value targets such as command and control centers, air defense systems, and other critical infrastructure. The drones are relatively cheap to produce, making them an attractive option for the US military looking for ways to counter Russia's advanced air defense systems. The potential for these drones to be used in a conflict with Russia is particularly concerning for the Russian military, as they have invested heavily in advanced air defense systems. This includes the S-400 and the S-500 in recent years. These systems are designed to take out incoming missiles and aircraft, but they may not be as effective against the small and agile suicide drones. The drones are small and hard to detect. They can fly at low altitude and can even avoid radar detection, which makes them even more a formidable weapon. In addition, suicide drones can potentially be used in a swarm attack, where multiple drones are used to overwhelm an enemy's air defense systems. This devastating attack would make it difficult for the Russian military to take out all the incoming drones, leaving them vulnerable to a catastrophic strike. Another advantage of suicide drones is their ability to be launched from various platforms, including aircraft, ships, and ground vehicles, making them more versatile than traditional missiles. The drones can also be launched from a distance, allowing the US military to strike targets in Russia without putting its aircraft at risk. The US military is also working on developing a new type of suicide drone that is capable of carrying a nuclear payload, which would give the US a new way to deliver a nuclear strike. This would be particularly concerning for Russia, as it would provide the US with a new way to give a devastating blow to the Russian military without putting its forces at risk. Limitations to the kamikaze drone. It should be noted that while suicide drones do present a significant threat to Russia's military capabilities, they are not without their limitations. One major limitation is that they depend highly on suitable weather conditions, relying on visual and infrared cameras to locate and track targets. If the weather is too cloudy or foggy, the drones may not be able to identify their targets, severely limiting their effectiveness. Another limitation is the fact that the drones are relatively small, which makes them vulnerable to small arms fire and other ground-based defenses. This could make them less effective in urban or heavily defended areas where the risk of ground-based defenses are high. The use of suicide drones raises several ethical and legal concerns. Using these drones in war could result in significant civilian casualties, as they are not precise as other weapons. In addition, using these drones in a swarm attack could result in mass destruction and death, which could be considered a war crime. The US military should consider these ethical and legal issues when deciding whether or not to use the drones in combat. How will Russia deal with this? Russia has also developed its loitering munitions and is working on developing new air defense systems to counter the threat from these drones. This includes the development of new radar systems that can detect and track small, low-flying targets, as well as new missile systems that are specifically designed to take out drones. In addition, Russia is also working on developing new electronic warfare systems that can jam the communication systems of drones, making them easier to take out. Another option could be to invest in defensive measures that protect critical infrastructure and vital military assets from drone attacks. This could include the use of anti-drone systems that can detect and take out drones before they reach their target. In addition, Russia could invest in physical barriers and other defensive structures that can protect critical assets from drone attacks. Furthermore, Russia could also work on developing new technologies that can detect and track drones from a distance. This could include using early warning radar systems, such as over-the-horizon radar, that can see incoming drones from a long distance. Additionally, Russia could also invest in space-based sensors that can detect and track drones from orbit, providing a comprehensive view of the battlefield. Take a moment to click the like button if you liked this video and subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Why do you think the drone went to the party alone? Because it was the designated flyer. In addition to these defensive options, Russia could also consider diplomatic and political measures to mitigate the threat of these drones. This could include working with other countries to establish international norms and regulations prohibiting suicide drones in warfare. Additionally, Russia could work with other countries to establish a no-fly zone around key military assets and critical infrastructure, making it more difficult for the US to launch drone attacks. One option would be to invest in air defense systems designed to take out drones. This could include the development of new radar systems that can detect and track small, low-flight targets, as well as new missile systems that are specifically designed to take out drones. Another option for Russia to consider is the development of its own suicide drones. This could include the development of drones similar to the US's new suicide drones in terms of capabilities, but with added features to make them more challenging to detect and take out. For example, Russia could work on developing stealth technology for its drones, which would make them harder to detect by radar. In addition, Russia could invest in advanced guidance systems that will make the drones more challenging to take out with air defense systems. By developing its suicide drones, Russia would have a powerful tool to counter the threat posed by the US's new suicide drones. Lastly, Russia could also consider investing in the new development of hypersonic weapons. Hypersonic weapons are missiles that travel at extremely high speeds, which could take out the US's suicide drones before they reach their target. These weapons are also highly maneuverable, making them difficult to intercept by air defense systems. By investing in hypersonic weapons, Russia would have a powerful tool to counter the threat posed by the US's new suicide drones. Another option for Russia would be to invest in defensive measures that would protect critical infrastructure and vital military assets from drone attacks. This could include the use of anti-drone systems that can detect and take out drones before they reach their target. In addition, Russia could invest in physical barriers and other defensive structures that could protect critical assets from drone attacks. In addition to these defensive options, Russia could also consider diplomatic and political measures to mitigate the threat of these drones. This could include working with other countries to establish international norms and regulations prohibiting suicide drones in warfare. The potential of these drones to be used in a swarm attack and the possibility of carrying a nuclear payload make them an even more formidable weapon. Russia should be aware of the potential threat from these drones and work to invest in defensive measures, develop new technologies, and engage in diplomatic and political efforts to limit the use of the suicide drones in warfare. Russia needs to consider all of these options and work towards finding a peaceful resolution to any potential conflict. In conclusion, the United States' new suicide drone is a formidable weapon that can threaten Russia's military capabilities. However, it has its own limitations and raises several ethical and legal concerns. The drone's ability to linger in the air for extended periods, take out high-value targets, and evade air defense systems makes them an attractive option for the US military. And with that all said, we end today's video. What's your new thoughts on the US's suicide drone? Tell us down in the comment section below. If you've liked this video, then don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more notifications whenever we upload a new video. Thank you once again for joining us, you've been fantastic, and we will see you in the next video.